Hey fam! So I have been ghost for the past, 2 weeks I think it's been. And I just been overwhelmed with a lot of emotions about everything that is going on out here and the riots, the Black Lives Matter movement, racism, just a wealth of information I had to collect in my head. And the day before, which was Monday of 2 weeks ago now, or a week ago, I don't even know what day it is. That's how it's been crazy. Before Blackout Tuesday, I was already in the kitchen on Monday telling my fiance that I was just not okay with everything going on. It was bringing up a lot of emotions in me that I've had and from my past experiences as a Latina. And I just shut it down. Like social media, I shut it down on social media, myself on social media, but I just, behind the scenes, I've been just watching the news, just, educating myself, learning about what's going on, seeking, Black companies, Etsy shops, and just a lot. It's been a lot. I've been talking an immense amount of about this topic, about racism, about Black Lives Matters movement, about everything that's going on with my fiance, with my cousin. And it's just, I guess I felt enraged and I did not feel comfortable posting and continuing like nothing was happening on YouTube. I am going to continue my YouTube channel and posting because I love it. I want to, I told you again, this is kind of a way for me to connect with my family, my friends, and to share, the Daisy Sprinkle love. But I cannot continue without just putting it out there, Latina that has felt racism in my life, and even saying that, because that's what stirred up, right? That whole feeling of everything that happened to me, coming from Logan Square, being born and raised in Logan Square in a bubble full of Latinos, to the northwest suburbs where it was predominantly Caucasian. And, there was an extreme situation that I was called every name in the book for being a Latina and looking different, having curly hair, darker skins. And I was not received well when I came out here for junior high. And, I don't want to talk more about that topic because it's just very personal to me. But long story short, I experienced that. And it did form certain things in my head to feel certain ways now as an adult, like being the only Latina walking into a room. There's still subtle, kind of on guard feelings, and then they go away because I just know how to better defend myself now. And I'm better educated and I'm older and I'm, wiser, and I just know how to handle that emotion better. But when I was littler, I didn't. And so this entire thing of racism, when you've already felt racism in your life, it does bring back those thoughts and memories and feelings, and it stirs them up. And I'm grateful that it did, because these past 2 weeks I've been enraged, and I have been talking about everything that's going on with my Black brothers and sisters, and I was enraged. And then to hear some people that I've talked to, like, but all lives matter, even before it became a hashtag, like a lot of things I'm going to say are going to sound cliche because they're all in hashtags now. But the point is that I'm going to say them because I truly feel it. Yes, all lives matter, but guys, like, your life is not about you right now. Your life is not the one that is being jeopardized right now. It's literally Black lives that are being jeopardized right now. All these things that you are seeing, these killings, these shootings, all of it are Black lives. These are the ones that are being affected. And honestly, guys, if you can literally sit in your couch calmly through all of this because you're not Black and this doesn't relate to you, and you can't understand and grasp the severity of this right now, what's happening with our Black brothers and sisters, if you cannot understand it even enough to care for it and to educate yourself and learn about it, what has to happen? What life has to be affected for you to react to anything? But one thing I do know, and I would like to advocate, is please talk about this in your home. And you have to talk about this. And you know, this message right here too is for my Latinos. You know that there's even racism and the comments in the family parties and stuff like that that we hear. Pelo malo, láciate el pelo, just cásate con un güero con light eyes, blue eyes, whatever. That's how you know you made it. Or your cousin is dating un güero. You know you've heard this. You know, I was born and raised in Logan Square in the city of Chicago, and honestly, like, I was surrounded by a lot of Puerto Rican friends and their homes, and I heard it in their homes, you know? I heard it within my family parties. Dude, like, I could only speak for me as being a Latina, only for me being Latina. You know that there's racism everywhere within every culture. And the only thing right now, I mean, I want to do more than this, but right now, the thing that I am doing is talking about it. And I have had some, you know, close family and friends make comments about, oh, the looting and all lives matter, not just Black lives. And I cringe at that. And I need to be able to talk to them about it, you know, better. And so this video is just a step for that. I need to be able to tell them that if Black lives don't matter with everything going on with them right now, if that doesn't matter to you, I honestly don't know what life is going to matter. If what you're seeing right now, if you can calmly sit down in your living room and only complain about how the looting and shutting down of businesses is affecting your daily life, and that's the only part that is affecting you, damn, shame on you. Those are conversations we will have in our house. I want my kids to be woke, if you want to call it that. I want them to be educated and grounded and understand racism and where it comes from. And like, I can't even, to my moms and dads out there, I'm sorry, like, I can't even imagine how you're supposed to break this down to them. You know, I had a conversation with my cousin, and to her son, you know, to her son who is half Black, half Mexican, you know, he's a little kid. He's like, she calls him her little nerd. And I just can't imagine, you know, knowing them to how she's supposed to break this down to him. Like, hey, you know, some people may not be nice to you, you know, why, mommy? Because of your color of your skin or how you look. Like, how is that not gonna leave a kid to feel like, oh, so the color of my skin is bad then? It's a bad thing. Like, how? Like, I'm not a parent, I can't talk to this, but it breaks my heart to even think about that. And big ups to you guys. I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop trying to. Even though I may not 100% say that I can get it completely 100%, I don't want to be part of that problem. I want to be part of that solution, and I want my kids, my future kids, to be part of that. So I just wanted to put that out there, that I've been ghost because I have been reflecting, have been talking, have been shouting, have been crying, have been everything about it to my fiance, to anyone who will listen around me. And I'm just trying to learn more and ways and things, and I'm just trying. But the point is that I'm still just trying, and that I hope that my family and my friends, you know, if you get to see this, you know, a little excerpt, I hope that you're also having this conversation and thinking twice about how maybe you could be part of the solution and not the problem, and your comments, and how these Black lives should matter to you, and it's just not something that you should focus on looting, and how it's affecting the city of Chicago. But one thing that I will do is, within my home, the buck stops here. We need to stay grounded, and we need to continue to talk about these really difficult conversations, and I will forever be talking about this to my children, educating my family, my close families. This is not going to be easy. I already could think of a few conflicts, you know, that may arise, but it's human decency. Racism shouldn't even exist. It's human decency, and I stand for humans. And right now, my brothers and sisters, my Black brothers and sisters, need our help, and they need support and protection and help and all of the above. And that is not saying that your life doesn't matter, that a Latino's life doesn't matter. It is saying that right now, Black lives matter. So step it up. And I just needed to say that. I cannot fathom putting something up without even like touching the topic that is clearly happening right now and exists. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that I do know that it exists. And I want to just further push it out there that please reflect. Like, reflect about how you're feeling right now. Like, if you're texting me and saying like, oh, I can't believe these, please don't. Like, I don't want to hear that. Educate yourself. If you're sitting here saying, why are these shootings happening, but like, why are they breaking things? That's not going to accomplish anything. Why don't you educate yourself so you can answer your own question before you voice that? And check yourself. That's all I can say. Don't wait for someone else to check you. Sit down and reflect and check yourself. Educate yourself about all of the things happening. What caused all this to happen? Be part of the solution, and raise your babies to be part of that solution, because we definitely need your babies to be up to par with that. So I will send out a video tomorrow, continue to sprinkle Daisy love, but I really am hoping, and please just praying that you guys will step it up with me to be part of this change and the solution that we need to end that racism. And right now, our Black brothers and sisters need it the most. I love you guys.